Well, well, well. So much drama and so many things that people are concerned about with the Dallas Cowboys right now. We got the Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones thing. Everyone's excited about free agency. Everyone's still excited about the draft. I mean, there are so many things going on that, and also we're wondering, like, what are we going to look like when the season starts? Well, if there's one thing that ought to have every Dallas Cowboy fan excited, it is Brian Schottenheimer. And it's not for the reasons that you may think. Let's talk, Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video and when we go live, which will be at 4 p.m. today. You can continue to help us grow, push us out into the YouTube algorithm, and if you haven't already, please become a member. We have a lot of things coming on this channel. Now let's talk facts. Brian Schottenheimer. With everything that's going on, the one constant thing that we should have confidence in is Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer has been the same ever since his press conference. And the more you hear him talk, the more confidence you have in him. And everyone's asking so many questions. I mean, I'm going to talk about this today in the live stream as it pertains to the Brian Schottenheimer interview. And so many people, they're pointing out that Brian Schottenheimer is giving us clues of what the Cowboys are going to do in the draft. But the things that he's going to do in the draft, the identity of the team, that's not what has me so excited. What has me so excited is the kind of man that Brian Schottenheimer is. The things that he says and the things that he does as it applies to building a team mentality, a family. He showed up at Micah Parsons' Pins for a Purpose. And now I'm going to let you hear something in the interview with Brian Schottenheimer at the league meetings that should have all of us excited and show us just how this man is going to construct this team from a mental standpoint. Let's listen.
It's about building strong culture and how you like to be around the building and that. And Osa shared in an interview how you found out what restaurant he was going to be at, sent him a bottle of champagne. Why is doing all that stuff important to you?
Because it's what matters. I mean, hey, let's be honest. Like, this is all really fun and cool. And look at all the cameras and everything. But like, let's be honest. There's going to be some days. Like, this is a national football league. Like, it's going to be tough. And so, if you preach you're a family, and if you preach that, hey, I love you, I care about you, like, then why wouldn't you take steps to get to know people? And, I know my wife and I, we're really excited. The Jones family is all about family. I grew up in a football family, so I want our players, our coaches, our players' wives, our players' kids to feel a part of something bigger than just, oh, okay, that's where dad works. No, I want them to know me. I want them to know my family because I think that that's important. So a little step like me finding out Osa, who is one of the best, young men, he's worked his ass off to get where he is. And so to do a little thing like that to me is just common sense, and because I do love him and I do care about him, just like I do all the guys. I mean, half of my day is spent reaching out to our players and trying to talk to them on the phone and just check in about life. And I don't want to talk to these guys right now about football.
Right there. Right there. Everyone's all concerned about football. But Brian Schottenheimer is saying something that I've been saying for months on this channel. Football is a mental game. Yeah, it's great. Yes, it's an athletic game too. But the ones who are really great and the ones who even make it on this level, they understand. See, the difference a lot of times between those who make it and those who don't is not the athletic ability. It's the mental game. It's the heart. It's what's inside of a person. And what he's talking about building in this team, he's talking about building something this team has not had since the 90s Cowboys. It is camaraderie. It is, I got your back, you got my back. It's reciprocity. It's the love you show me and the love I show you back. I consider you as I consider myself. This is what Brian Schottenheimer is talking about. And I love the fact he's not just talking about X's and O's, and he's not talking about X's and O's, and I know why he's not doing it, because it makes perfect sense. It's one thing when you tell me what to do. It's another thing when you show me how much you care about me. And then I will want to do what you want me to do. That's what the great leaders do. The great leaders make you want to do what they want you to do, because they build a relationship that makes you care about their well-being, about their success. And when you get that drive inside of someone, these are the types of things that take players to another level and teams to another level. And this is what makes championship teams. Let's listen.
The biggest mistake people make, and I'm guilty of it, looking back, is you think, oh, I got to get all the football, and I got to get those plays, and that's a great route combination. It's overrated, man. It's overrated. It's a people business. And so we want to spend time getting to know one another and building this culture, which is going to be about competing every day to make these guys the best version of themselves. Not just as a football player, as a husband, as a father, as a Christian, whatever it is, as a musician, if that's what they want. So it is important to me, and I appreciate you asking me that.
We ought to be excited. We ought to be absolutely excited. This is the stuff that championship teams are made of. This is how you make championship players. This is how you build a team. And I love the fact that every time we hear Brian Schottenheimer talk, it's about the players. It's about the people. It's about the organization. Even in his press conference. This is what this man is all about. And as much as he talk about it, and now we are seeing that he be about it, this team is going to be so much better going forward in the future. I'm telling you, man, the Dallas Cowboys have a bright future. Everyone was complaining and criticizing Brian Schottenheimer. You still have people who have questions about Brian Schottenheimer, but I'm telling you, I no longer have questions about Brian Schottenheimer because everything about Brian Schottenheimer feels different. It feels different than anything we've had since Jimmy Johnson. Brian Schottenheimer may well turn out to be the best coach the Cowboys have had since Jimmy Johnson. First-year coach. But the one thing that I'm understanding about Brian Schottenheimer, he gets it. He gets it as it applies to people. And whenever he gets these opportunities, he takes the opportunity to show the people around him that he cares about them. And now we just got to get that whole thing spread throughout this team. Because again, I said this a couple of weeks ago, and I was saying it throughout the season. The thing about the Dallas Cowboys that always perturbed me when Mike McCarthy was here, especially, it didn't seem like one team. It seemed like two teams, maybe even three teams sometimes. It was like the offense was doing one thing, the defense was doing another thing. And I mean this as in the mentality. It's like they're saying two different things. And then it's some weeks, it's the special teams. They're doing something on their own. It was like the team was not connected. And even when you heard the players talk, you could tell just in the interviews, it was like the players were not connected. I mean, every so often you hear someone come out and have someone's back, but it was still like the players were not quite connected. And you never quite got the feel that it's like these players don't really like each other, or players on the defense don't like players on the offense, or players on the offense don't like players on the defense, or players on the defense don't like players on the defense. It was players on the offense didn't like the offense. It was like stuff that was going on. And people were letting this stuff go on without saying a word. Brian Schottenheimer is going to go a long way towards fixing a lot of that nonsense. But again, y'all tell me. But this is the kind of stuff that gets me excited. I get excited about the people stuff because he's right. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about just X's and O's. As they say, this is about the Jimmies and the Joes. This is about the players. Players make coaches. Coaches make players. And when you get those teams, those two things on the same page, this is how you get, again, championship teams. I'm telling you, Dallas Cowboy fans, we ought to be excited about Brian Schottenheimer. I'm telling you, Brian Schottenheimer is bringing a change to this franchise. Y'all tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you at 4 p.m. Until the next time, let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.